NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the D's. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. For Indiana, they're...
Conference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. They're still compensating for the loss of Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, and they're very happy to know that he'll be back on the court soon. But I'll be interested to see how it affects their chemistry when he does come back. That's always a challenge. They've got a good thing going right now, and they've actually been playing excellent basketball without him.
I tell you what, though, Clark, those are the kinds of problems we'd all like to have. I mean, this team has been getting it done in his absence, and hopefully he can return and deliver a jolt of energy, if you will, to really maybe put them over the top.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there at Duncan, and it's Parker in at the points. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Outside Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. Right at the free throw line, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Edwards with the screen. Hill kicks to Edwards. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. George against Parker. And it's called... That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Green kicks to Parker. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Nice jump shot. Good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Edwards with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. And Spates gets it to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Duncan. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. Parker drives in. Hill with some nice D. Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Edwards against Green. Huts at 5 from 18. Edwards can't hit. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Leonard with no one around. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And too long on the shot.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Duncan, the pass to Green. Allen with the rebound.
High-quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Indiana Pacers. For the Pacers, they won their last contest, that game against the Celtics in Boston.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. On the court for San Antonio. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5 down low.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those when he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Edwards. And the 3-ball is good. The chosen one's got his second bucket tonight. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Boston.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Hill passes to Edwards. Spates sets a screen. George gets a screen from Edwards. Back to George. Spates sets a screen for George. And good, and it takes his just bounce off the right iron and down. George has got his second bucket of the game to go. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Puts it up from 17, and that one's good.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Spates with a screen on Green. Edwards passes to Spates. Nice D from Aldridge.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And a little luck that time, but it drops. Aldridge has got 8 points.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
George gets a screen from Edwards. freak.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum's swing, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's George following the basket by Tim Duncan. Edwards with the screen. Nobody near George. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge is
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And so it's Indiana with it after the basket by San Antonio. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. West is checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Daniel Green.
We're playing too much.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Dishes it to Parker. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner comes in for LaVoy Allen. And it's Williams in for George Hill. Spurs also with the sub. Marcus Smart's check in for Tony Parker. Here is Edwards following the bucket by the Spurs. Hill, a screen on Leonard. George against Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hill. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face is critical that you contest his shot. Every time down the floor.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Pick up by Hill to the middle, up off the screen. He lays it in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Smart. The shot's good on the assist by West. And the Spurs lead by 5.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now, and double stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Edwards with the screen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. The chosen one's got 9 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
It's West with the drive. No good with the layup.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Williams, and the shot is good. Now just a 1-point Spurs lead.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Now here's Leonard. In the game against Boston, very impressive. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Mills. And George, here we go. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. See if it evens out.
Spurs leading by 3. Mills dishes to Leonard. West with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs. San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Leonard comes in for David West. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. On the court for San Antonio. Down low, it's the veterans Diaw and Duncan. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. And it's Parker in at the point. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics got down to business. He finished with 34 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Second, the Pacers. In fourth, the Spurs.
Forget about what happened last year. Forget what may happen the rest of this year. These guys have settled into a great shooting rhythm over the last month, and both teams hope it continues.
San Antonio leading by 12, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Here's Parker. 8 points his last outing. Takes it out to Leonard. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Green. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got 9. The Pacers shooting at 50% in a decent group. On the wing, George. He's covered by Leonard. And George kicks to Edwards. Off target with his 3. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Boston Celtics. The 11-footer and the Spurs scoring again.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Inside, got a piece of it. And they're running. Here's Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Just a fantastic game for Green. 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Pacers trail by 19. Hill passes to Edwards. It's back to Hill. Pass to Edwards. They need this. That's good. The chosen one's got 12 in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And Parker, here we go. No luck. So Indiana will take it the other way. In this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
An interconference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate
And
the
I
top.
think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Leonard. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. For San Antonio, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
They set the pick. Diaw with the steal. Parker dishes to Diaw. It's rebounded by Indiana. The chosen one's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kicks it to Hill. Here's Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Nobody near Leonard. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got 11 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Allen, a screen on Parker. Pass to Edwards. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way.
And you guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. He always knows where his teammates are going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
The offensive rebound, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. For San Antonio, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Hill. Hill against Parker. The 11-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter. Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Spates sets a screen to the right side. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Edwards, a screen on Parker. Hill kicks to Edwards. Indiana again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
On the wing, Green. It's hauled in by Edwards. The chosen one's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Diaw with the steal. And it's sent back by Edwards. George against Leonard. Hill passes to Edwards. Green against Hill. There's the pass to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot on. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in. Then for the Spurs. Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Duncan. West comes in for Boris Diaw. That's Mills in for Green. Parker kicks to Mills. For the 3. Allen with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And there's the feed to George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 6.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Aldridge. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Great shot. Had the fade back, but he still managed to drain it.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Shoulders checked in. And so a pretty lot.
Will Papa South.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Edwards, he's in at shooting guard. Lavoy Allen out there with Paul George. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Hill in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Pass to Edwards. Feeds to George. Pass to Edwards. Shot misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Allen. And a big dunk at the end of the break.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body control.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Leonard gets it to go.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Pass to Edwards. From beyond the arc. George dishes to Spates. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Pacers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And that one falls for Spates. 2 shots. And both free throws good for Spates. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Duncan with a screen on Hill. Here's Parker. That one off the back iron and out.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Edwards. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
To the inside. And the rejection by Leonard.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Duncan up on top. He dishes it to Green. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Green's got 17.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Allen, a screen on Parker.
Move the ball.
Hill kicks to
Stick
Edwards.
it too much.
Over to the wing. Hill passes to Edwards. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Allen. No good off the front iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
The dish to Leonard. Plenty of space. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Edwards passes to Spates. 17-foot shot on the way. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First and lowest turnovers a game. Second in field goal percentage. And they're number 2 in slowing down opposing teams' offenses. Opponent scoring ranked second in the league.
And, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Pacers 4th. Number 5, the Spurs.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line.
And so he makes both from the line. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Edwards, a screen on Parker. The pass to Edwards. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists in the game.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And he gets it to go. 7 points for Tim Duncan.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Edwards passes to Allen. Allen with the screen for Hill. Back to Allen. From 15 feet away. Again, Indiana.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Parker dishes to Duncan. The 11-footer, and that one goes long. For Indiana, they've gone somewhat so far, 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Allen, a screen on Green. To the middle. Allen's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Edwards against Leonard. Edwards passes to Allen. He kicks it to George. Clock at 4. Beyond the arc. Great tee that time from Green. The Spurs have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And it's Leonard at the elbow. And it's Spates with the rebound. The Pacers shooting in this game 45%. Indiana moving it around. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Parker with the drop. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Parker's got 6 points in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's Parker. He's got 10. To the paint and stolen by Spates. Inside. Diao with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Hill. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Some changes for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Williams in for George Hill. Then for the Spurs, West is checked in for Duncan. And it's Mills in for Green. Right side Hill. Mills with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Shot's good. Leonard's got 23 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Indiana also making some changes. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Hill. Hill comes in for Monte Ellis. And it's Edwards in for Williams. The Spurs also changing it up. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Jason Smith. Aldridge comes in for West. And Boris Diaw is subbed for Kawhi Leonard. San Antonio's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Boris Diaw. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Smart, and it's Mills in at the point guard. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Edwards can't hit. Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Duncan outside, out left to the wing. And Diao kicks to Mills. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mills has got 4 points this quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep hitting the ball in the paint like this.
He feeds it to Diao. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. Move the ball.
Turner dishes to Allen. Stuckey kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. They need this. And stolen by Aldridge. Inside. Puts up the baby hook. And it's good off the glass. Aldridge has got 21.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
It's stolen by Hill. Passes it to Edwards. Off target from three-point range. Spurs have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Diao can't hit.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And San Antonio has possession, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Mills can't hit.
One made 3 for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Dishes it to Stuckey. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a night so far for Rodney Stuckey. He has 9 points. He has a couple of nice steals, too. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Hill, he's checked in for Allen. The Spurs also changing it up. Smith checked in for Duncan. Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Williams, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. Here's Diao. Gets himself open and drills it. Diao's got 4 this quarter.
That's a very good high percentage look right there.
Williams passes to Edwards. Back to Williams. Takes it off the glass.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Parker against Williams. Parker kicks to Diao. Shoots from 12. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Williams passes to Edwards. Oh, good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Williams kicks to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Turner. Hill passes to Edwards. From 18 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The chosen one's got 15 points in just the second half. Williams against Parker. Smith sets the pick for Parker. Kicks it to Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Pacers.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for Leonard. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Parker kicks to Smith. To the middle. It's tipped. Parker inside. Edwards there. And that one's good. Parker.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Williams passes to Edwards. Doubled by Smith. Here's Turner. And that one is hammered home.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was done. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing.
And that'll...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6.
I'm feeling it tonight.
You always say that.
Okay, then. We're going to see what you got from the last time we met up.
Well, I got a lot. Ready to show the world.
Can't wait. See you up there.
Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Houston Rockets. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Edwards in at shooting guard. Paul George is out there with Allen. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Hill in at the point. Now here's Allen. Pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Hill, no good. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met. men in Indiana.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently. That's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. You could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
The dish to Pondexter. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
And here's Gordon, following the three-pointer by Freak. Davis with a screen on Hill. And Holiday, here we go. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from George. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
76% on the season from the foul line.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Now here's Gordon. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. There's Ajinça. And again, unable to change momentum here. New Orleans on D. It's a 3-point game. Hill kicks to Edwards. Spates sets a screen. Edwards passes to Allen. Outside, George. The 3. And he gets the bucket. George has got 5.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points last game. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Edwards can't hit. Pelicans trail by 6. Mark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Gordon. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pass to Edwards. They set the pick. It's back to Hill. Spades with a screen on Holiday. Edwards against Gordon. Edwards can't hit. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to San Antonio.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
So it's the Pacers now, following the shot by Drew Holiday. And Spates gets it to go.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here's Gordon. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Hill kicks to Edwards. Down low. Indiana moving it around. No good from Spates.
High-quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-Y, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Edwards with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. On the wing, George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 7 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Davis. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Edwards against Gordon. Edwards passes to Allen. In the corner, George with it. From deep. And the Pacers another three.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And here is Pondexter after Paul George getting his three to go. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Omer Asher, he's checked in for Alexis Aginson. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Williams comes in for George Hill. Pacers leading by 6. Williams kicks to Edwards. Hill, a screen on Gordon. Edwards passes to Hill. Pick up by Hill. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. That ball's nice feed that time from George. The chosen one's got 5 now.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Pondexter with it, defended by George. Here's Pondexter. He had 13 points in the win against Houston. Fires at the elbow. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And there's the pass to George. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now a 10-point Indiana lead.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Screen by Asik. Not loose. Jumps up. And it's George finishing it off.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Pondexter. The Pacers making the shot. Asik in the post. Edwards defending. Pondexter dishes to Davis. And good on the basket. Looking.
That's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Up top, Edwards. Defended by Gordon. Back to Williams. Outside for George. From past the arc. Can't get it to go. New Orleans will take it the other way. Holiday goes in. Down low. Pondexter. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Pacers leading by 8. Williams kicks to Edwards. Back to Williams. On the clock. Releases. Edwards can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Holiday with it. Williams picks him up. Davis sets a screen. Holiday, the pass to Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
On the wing, Williams to the middle. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! Here's Gordon, and it's blocked. Pondexter dishes to Davis. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively. Pelicans, number 1.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really got after it on that end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson is checked in for Anthony Davis. Luke Babbitt comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. Here's Cole. 9-point game his last outing. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Dishes it to Gordon. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Gordon's got 7.
And how about that, responding to a three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Pick up by Hill. Edwards passes to Hill.
And let's check out stats for the chosen one. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, getting around 24 points per, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
And this is exactly what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to come on.
Pelicans trail by 8. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Here's Cole. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the basket by Gordon.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game.
Indiana leading by 6. Now to the inside. Stolen by Ashik. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Cannot hit. Great tee that time from Edwards.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. The defense offers just a little bit of resistance. He doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Here's Babbitt. Great defense that time from Edwards. Indiana's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. That's good. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but I'll tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Passes it to Edwards. Takes the 13-footer. Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always.
And Monte Ellis is going to swap here for New Orleans. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Spates checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. Paul George, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Edwards in for Rodney Stuckey. The Pelicans have gone an abysmal 0-6 from the field since the second quarter began. Cunningham is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Alexis Aginski. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Pick up by Hill. Edwards passes to Hill. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. Second in assists. And he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And, you know, going back to him being one of the top dime droppers in the league, it's his ability to control the pace of the game and his peripheral vision.
And Indiana making a change here. Williams is checked in. Out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at San Antonio, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Pelicans, 10 games behind.
And I think for New Orleans, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs really lit up the floor. He had 29 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. This game is just the latest performance in what has been a hot streak for him. Will he bring the fire tonight, guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Outside, George. Spates sets a screen, and George kicks to Edwards, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Davis with a screen on Williams. Holiday attacking.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He's got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Williams passes to Edwards. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's 10 points for Freak.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Indiana with it. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Williams kicks to Edwards. Pick up by Hill. Shot off the screen. Pelicans with the rebound. Ajinsa's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here is Cunningham. Feeds it to Pondexter. Swing gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. He shot 2 free throws in the game. Made 1 and missed 1. Free throw good, Pondexter. No good on the second free throw. Pacers leading by 23. Edwards with it. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots. It also altered a ton of shots.
Now here is Holiday. He feeds it to Davis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Pick up by Hill. In the corner, George with it. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
Boy, that is an impressive number. My goodness, can he keep that up? If he can, boy, he'll continue to have a humongous impact on his team.
And so it's New Orleans with it.
Come on, shoot!
Shot clock at 6. Again, the Pelicans score.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now, here is George. 1 points in the game. Here's Davis. The teardrop falls in. Davis has got 17 now.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Williams passes to Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Cunningham kicks to Holiday. Again, the Pelicans score.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
George passes to Edwards. Great tee that time from Davis.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And here is Pondexter. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Davis with a screen on Edwards. Holiday goes in. And it's sent back by George. Here's Edwards. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here is Holiday. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Shoots off the screen. The Pacers pull it in. The chosen one's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. No one covering. And now 24 points here for George.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Here's Pondexter, and it's blocked by Edwards. Williams kicks to Edwards. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Hill. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Hill's got 6.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the floor.
And he hits the bucket.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Williams kicks to Edwards. Pick up by Hill. To the middle. It's stolen by Ajinça. Now Pondexter. Outside Holiday. With 1 on the clock. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Indiana out in front, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Monte, you guys had very active hands out there, and your defense seemed really to drive your offense.
We know if we get defense to stop, we're going to lead the offense. So that's going to be our main focal point is defense and get out and run.
Gotta love a fast-paced team, Monte. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He's got 24 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumper are having a deadly effect.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Indiana, Edwards in a two-guard. Maurice Spates out there with LaVoy Allen. Then it's Paul George, and it's Hill in at the point guard. And he gets it to go.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Spates with a screen on Holiday. Here is Edwards. On the wing, George fires from 18. Good on the jump shot. George has got 26.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
To the paint, here's Davis, and he makes good on the way.
Nice move. And I think the halftime break really gave him a second look.
Spates with a screen on Gordon. Allen left side. It's stolen by Davis. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday with the ball. And a fast break now. The Pacers all going up court. Allen's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 20. Outside Holiday. Now the feed to Davis. Davis with a screen on George. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Holiday's got 6.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Hill passes to Edwards. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Here's Pondexter. He dishes it to Gordon. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Allen with the screen for Hill. Kicks to Allen. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for it. Allen's got his second basket of the game. The Pelicans have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Davis sets a screen. Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Kicks it out to Gordon. 5 on the clock. That's his 4th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Edwards passes to Allen. It's George on the wing. Pass to Edwards. It's hauled in by Gordon. Pelicans trailed by 19. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Can't hit.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Hill with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Rebound by Jensen. The Pelicans shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And here we go. The shot will not go. Hill with some nice D. Pacers leading by 19 points. Pass to Edwards. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Allen. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle.
.137 left in the third quarter of the game. Edwards with the screen. Williams kicks to Edwards. Back to Williams. Hill, a screen on Holiday. Williams dishes to Hill. Loose off the pick and hammers it home.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Davis sets a screen. Outside Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. picked away. Here's George, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Holiday. Throw good, Paul George. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pelicans trail by 18. A wide open look here for Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And it's 9 points for Drew Holiday.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Pick up by Hill. Edwards passes to Hill. Takes it off the glass. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen. The dish to Davis. Off the pick. Misses off the right iron.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Edwards passes to Williams. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And so it's New Orleans with it, trailing by 17. Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Holiday out there with Norris Cole. And it's Ajinça in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Davis sets a screen. Rejected by Edwards. And they get it back. Pacers leading by 15.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Pick up by Hill. Edwards passes to Hill. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle screens for Indiana.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight was also yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch. Take a look at what Ajinça's done. 8 rebounds, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for New Orleans. The Pacers also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Hill. And it's Hill in for Mo Williams.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Ajinça kicks to Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. It's stolen by Allen. The pass to Edwards. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
5 on the clock, and it's Gordon penetrating. Ajinça, that's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8-night shooting.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Pacers leading by 14. Hill passes to Edwards. They set the pick. Down low, Allen dishes to Spates. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is off. So for the Pelicans, Omer Asher, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Anderson in for Quincy Pondexter. And he's good on the second. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Screen by Asik. And Holiday, here we go. Asik with the bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy 2. Very well done.
Holiday against Hill. Offensive rebound. George. And Ushit sends it back. Wow! Dishes it to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Davis. Boom! He shoots it straight down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that. And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. To the inside. Here's Allen. That one goes. Count it. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Hill. And Holiday kicks to Anderson. Gordon against Edwards. And he was fouled in the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Gordon played very well. 16 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst.
He's also changing it up. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ush. Luke Babbitt comes in for Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. In Indiana with a change here, too. Edwards is checked in. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Cole. Passes it to Davis. Anderson right side. Good on the shot, and that changed the lead to single digits.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Edwards with the screen, and it's Hill penetrating. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Feeds it to Babbitt. Wide open look. It's hauled in by Edwards. The chosen one's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Tipped away. And now the Pelicans on the break. Babbitt, good.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Edwards with it. Outside, George. George gets a screen from Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And he comes off the screen to hit with a jump shot. That's 29 points here for George.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Edwards with the screen. Hill passes to Edwards. Pelicans pull it in. Ajinça's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Cole. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
So for the Pelicans, Quincy Pondexter is checked in for Anderson. Gordon comes in for Luke Babbitt. And it's Holiday in for Norris Cole. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Spates sets the screen. And George, here we go. Spates with a screen on Gordon. 4 on the clock. The 9-foot shot. And Spates gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. And so he draws the foul on the shot and took to the line to shoot 2.
Davis playing very well. He's got 13 rebounds, some big-time point production as well. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today. And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Edwards can't hit.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Wasted no time on that. And that's 30
team back in the game.
Edwards against Gordon. And George kicks to Edwards. That ball, nice speed that time from George. 18 points for Freak. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Davis. From 8. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And we're the fourth. He's carrying this team right now. 5 of 7 from the field.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. Spates the pass to Edwards. They set the screen. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. He nails it.
We're seeing the red hot version of Gordon right now.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. George dishes to Hill. Edwards sinks it.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Davis down low. Working on Allen. Davis down low. Defended by Allen.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And Greg, I got to admit to you, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. In the battle this hard.
Here is Edwards. Now on a screen on Gordon. They could win it.
I can't believe it. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
Well, I think I've seen it all now, guys. Nothing's going to top that, I don't think.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send you over to
Minimum
Doris Burke,
scores
standing
tonight.
by on the sideline. Doris.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team? Right now.
Continue to, play together. And we can.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had a triple-double tonight, which is a perfect example of how strong his play has been. The fact that this is yet another triple-double game for him is a true mark of his consistency playing at the highest level.
What an unbelievable night he had passing the basketball. He was in total harmony with the other four guys on the floor and created countless easy chances with his assist work. That was a great performance. When he passes like that, there's no way they can lose.
Well, he certainly pulled his weight in the rebound department. His energy and his positioning were fantastic. Forget about everything else he did. His work on the glass alone had a big impact tonight.
And that'll do it for the...